Ready to get on the hot seat with Wally George? Hang on for the wildest, most controversial talk show on television, featuring enthusiastic participation from our live studio audience and interviews with provocative newsmaker guests. And now, here he is, that hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. And welcome all across America. This is Hot Seat, the one show that has guts. Okay. Hey, we have a fantastic studio audience. How you doing tonight? Wherever you are, all across America, we are proud to be in millions of homes now through the great work of Hagen Marketing and Communications. So you know, as long as I'm on the air, the United States of America will remain number one. Okay, now let me tell you, we have some real lunatics on the program tonight. We have a big supporter of Mayor Tom Bradley on the show. And he's joining his pal, Tom Bradley, asking for the resignation of Chief Gates. And I'm going to tell this idiot that if anybody resigns, it should be Mayor Tom Bradley himself. And then we have another of our regular loudmouths. Larry Rice is here. And he opposes President Bush, and President Bush is calling for an expansion of the death penalty. I'm in favor of it, and Larry Rice thinks President Bush should be impeached. Okay. Now let me introduce our great Wally crew in the booth. Let's hear it from my fine director, Jeff Bingham, everybody. My producer, hold it. My producer is my beautiful wife, Janice George. Let's hear it for Janice. All right, and we have Kurt on the Wally cam. Let's hear it for Kurt. Okay. And Greg Taylor and Kelly Carr is our floater tonight. Everybody quiet down, please, because it's time for my commentary of the night. Pay attention, please. Everybody quiet. And wherever you are across America, pay attention. Wally is about to speak. Hold it. Pay attention. Pay attention now. Well, while the liberals in this country were all hailing Gorbachev as the Prince of Peace and moaning in ecstasy about perestroika and how Gorby was changing things and bringing freedom and democracy to the people of the Soviet Union, while Time magazine was naming Gorbachev Man of the Year, And while Gorbachev was being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, I was the one voice in the wilderness saying, "Don't trust this little jerk." I was the one person on the air saying Gorbachev is a liar and a cheat and a tyrant. And I said he always will be, he always has been, and I was criticized by the liberals for taking Gorbachev on. Well, I hate to have to rub this in, but I was right. Now, Edward Shevardnadze, Gorbachev's top aide, resigned some time ago, saying Gorbachev was bringing a dictatorship to the Soviet Union. And Shevardnadze was mocked by the left-wingers in this country. Well, let me tell you, Gorbachev's dictatorship has arrived in the Soviet Union, and it is in full swing. Gorbachev has cracked down on the people in the terrible situation of Latvia and Lithuania. He's cracked down on the people for reaching out for independence and freedom, the very things he promised them. He has now banned all political and protest rallies in Moscow. No rallies, no protests. They're all banned following a massive demonstration against him. Gorbachev has seized control of the Moscow police, and this is all just the beginning. Gorbachev, the so-called man of peace, was a fraud. He fooled many people here, but he never fooled me. It is time to let Gorbachev know that we are on to him and what he is doing. The Cold War is on the way back, and I say we better be prepared to deal with it. And we better be prepared to deal with Gorbachev. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Hot Seat, the one voice of conservatism and patriotism. And let me show you a picture here, if you want to show this, Jeff, of the world-famous California Girls and Wally. And this was when we did an appearance with the California Girls. Turned away about 1,000 people at the door. That's her. There we are. Okay, California Girls. All right. The world-famous California Girls. Okay. Thanks a lot for all you people who turned up down there. Now, we are going to introduce our first guest in a moment. But first, let me remind all you people here in the Southern California area to be sure to join me every day, Monday through Friday, 3:30 for Hot Seat Highlights. I do a commentary every day, and then we show you some of the most outrageous moments from the past 8 years of my Hot Seat show. And yes, in July, we start our 9th year on television. Okay. All right, now. Every day, 3:30 to 4, right here in Southern California. Now, let's bring on this stupid little twerp who is... He's a supporter of Mayor Tom Bradley. And let's bring this little twerp on. Jim Myers. That's
Get that camera out of my face. Get out of here. Gerbil, 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 gerbil.
Sit down. Sit down. Will you? Sit down in your chair, you stupid. hold it up. Hey, you know what? Hey, I should use this to dust off his shiny little head. What do you think? Hey. And I think his big nose needs a little dusting too.
You see, this man immediately resorts to personal attacks. Look at him. Of all human beings on earth, he should be the last one to personally attack anyone. He's old. He's ugly. He's perverted.
Pull that microphone. Pull the microphone in. Okay.
As a matter of fact, I am here to protest his racist ways. Ladies and gentlemen, you will not believe this racist pig. Hands off me. You get off that stage.
Now, hold on. One more outburst like this, and I'm kicking your stupid buns out of here. Now, just remember, I am in control of this program.
Well, I'll assure you, Mr. George, I'm in control of my life, and you will not intimidate me on this show.
Yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen of America, this man is against the greatest mayor, Mayor Tom Bradley, in the history of these United States. And I have a list of his accomplishments that I'm going to read right now.
No, wait,
Let's understand his greatness.
Wait a minute, Jim. Wait, you'll stop right now. I'm going to answer you. It is my show. You may leave very early.
You can answer this list.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
He is the world's most famous mayor. He's become the 37th mayor of this city in 1973. That's 18 years of dynamic leadership. By the way, Mr. George, in 1973, I was a young boy. You were about 65 years old there. And
talk to you. You are the one who is calling on Chief Daryl Gates. You're joining your friend Tom Bradley, Mayor Tom Bradley of Los Angeles, asking for Chief Daryl Gates, to resign. Let me tell you.
Chief Gates runs a racist police force in Los Angeles. They beat up.
Hold on, Jim.
They physically beat up people of color.
Jim. Mayor Tom Bradley has no right to call for the resignation of Chief Daryl Gates.
He is the mayor of this great city.
You don't let me talk. I'm warning you. You better close that mouth. Now listen. You're going to listen to me. We're going to have a dialogue here. We're going to have a dialogue, or it's going to be a one-way conversation from me alone here. Now just shut up.
We'll say something that makes some sense,
what I'm saying,
Mr. George.
Now you listen, and then you can respond to this. Mayor Tom Bradley has no right to call for the resignation of Chief Daryl Gates. Daryl Gates has spent 44 years in the LAPD with an untarnished record.
Against people of color.
His record has never. He has an untarnished record, never been accused of any conflicts of interest. But on the other hand, I want you to respond to this, Mr. Myers. Do you know, I'm sure everyone knows, Mayor Tom Bradley, while being the mayor of Los Angeles,
has led this city to its greatest height.
Will you shut up? Now listen,
Hey, I don't need these people yelling at me. You tell them to shut up right now.
Now listen, I'm going to list off these things. if you're such a great supporter of Tom Bradley, I want you to answer these charges. I've invited the mayor to come down and answer them himself a dozen times, but he hasn't got the guts. So you answer. You answer these charges. You
His
answer.
greatness so outshines yours, he would not condescend to come to this show.
All right, now hold on.
He doesn't need you, Wally George.
I want you to answer these charges. Mayor Tom Bradley, while being mayor of Los Angeles, hold that. I don't want that sign up there. Mayor Tom Bradley, when he was mayor and still is mayor of Los Angeles, while being mayor, he was on the payroll of 2 banks doing business with the city. That's a proven fact. And most recently, the LA Times unveiled that Mayor Tom Bradley intervened for a builder and contractor, Harold R. Washington, here in Los Angeles, intervened on his behalf for doing a job for the city, and then it was discovered that Mayor Tom Bradley accepted $22,000 from this guy. Now, how do you answer that?
If you'll shut these people up, I'll answer you.
Now let him answer. Let him try to explain that. How do you answer that?
You do not realize that Los Angeles is a big and powerful money-making machine for its citizens, and Mayor Bradley has harnessed that power in his strong black hands. He has brought this city. He has brought this city from the racist years of Mayor Yorty to a city of greatness, the '84 Olympics, and now he has just brought the 1993 Super Bowl to this city, which will bring in millions of dollars for its citizens.
Jim, you have not answered my question. How do you answer the fact that he has admitted?
You do not realize that he runs this city like every other politician runs their city.
Wait a minute. What I'm
he
trying.
may have made a bad judgment upon occasion.
Several bad judgments.
On the other hand, he has ruled supreme for 18 solid years.
Let me tell you something else.
On the city council. He was a track star at UCLA. And you know what? He's going to be the next president of these United States. For you see, I have begun an organization to draft Mayor Bradley to be the next Democratic nominee for the 1992 presidential election.
You know what?
And he will win because he is a man of the people, unlike the white, racist fat cats that he supports.
Hey, you know what? Hey, hold on. I really, I'm with you on this, Jim. I hope Mayor Tom Bradley gets the nomination for president for the Democratic Party, and if he does,
and then you will see the greatest black man in the history of this country shine forever on an international scale.
I'm saying,
a thing to behold.
I will support Mayor Tom Bradley to get the nomination for the Democratic Party, and if he gets it, I know George Bush will demolish him. I'll be right back. George, back here with you with this little weasel, Jim Myers. Now,
ladies and gentlemen of this great land, join with me in the understanding that Mayor Bradley has never been convicted of any crime. You and I know that. This ignorant, ugly racist is the only person.
Don't you ever call me a racist.
You are a racist.
Don't you ever call me that.
How do you answer the fact that he has never been charged nor convicted of any crime, and yet you relentlessly attack the man when he has displayed nothing but greatness for this city, for this country, and for this planet?
Let me answer you. How then are you calling for you and your friend Mayor Tom Bradley calling for the removal, the resignation of Chief Daryl Gates, who, as you say about Bradley, has never had a mark against him ever in his life, an untarnished record. And I'll tell you, Daryl Gates makes Tom Bradley look like a complete idiot. If anybody should be the mayor of Los Angeles, it's Daryl Gates.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen very closely. You see, Daryl Gates and his band of racist thugs have been hiding their vision of a racist America dominated by white people. They want to beat up, they want to kill black people, and he supports that kind of behavior. The Rodney King incident proves there has been a 20-year legacy of violence against people of color.
Just a moment.
You shut up!
How do you explain the fact, Myers?
It's Mr. Myers.
Just shut up. How do you explain the fact that Mayor Tom Bradley, only 1 year ago, congratulated Daryl Gates for the excellent way he was handling the Los Angeles Police Department?
It only shows, ladies and gentlemen, how effective the Los Angeles Police Department has been in disguising its ugly, real nature. The truth is now coming to the surface,
what you're saying
and
is,
these white supremacists cannot understand. They will not believe what's seen in front of their very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. People being beat senseless for years, in this great city.
I am saying this. I'm saying this right now. There are those in the LAPD, as in any business or in any company, there are rotten apples. But I say 99% of the police officers on the LAPD are doing an excellent job. And I say, wait a minute, shut up. I say that Los Angeles Police Chief Daryl Gates, instead of being hounded and harassed and kicked in the teeth, should be congratulated for 44 years in the LAPD.
Mr. George, speaking of illegalities, I understand you live a life of great splendor, wealth, and luxury. I believe he has ties to organized crime, and I believe he makes his money by supporting people like Bush and Gates and other white supremacist Americans in this country.
You know what?
And I'm sick of it, as are a lot of other Americans. And Bradley, when Bradley becomes president, he will ban this man from the airwaves.
Wait a minute. Just shut your mouth. You know what?
I will keep talking as long as the truth must be told. I am telling the truth, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, in the long run, the truth will out.
You know what?
Yes, Mr. George.
This may be the last time you will ever grace this stage.
You see, he uses threats against a great thinker and a great American.
I'm telling you something. Right now, I'm telling you something.
I will tell you something. You get this guy's hands off me.
A warning.
I hope this is on tape, ladies and gentlemen.
I will not tolerate.
I will sue this station.
Get the microphone away. Get the microphone away. Now, let me tell you something. I will not tolerate this kind of harassment on my own show. Do you understand me? Get him out of here.
I'll get your briefcase for you, okay?
I will of all, I will not tolerate someone trying to take control of this program. I will not tolerate someone trying to call me a racist. And I'll tell you, what he said about me is worthy of a libel. What he said is worthy of a libel and a slander suit. Hold on. Let me just say what I was going to say, but these are the kind of people who have no argument. Hold on a minute, Norris. Let me explain how the kind of tactics these kind of jerks use. When they have no argument, they won't have a dialogue. They won't go back and forth. They just try to outshout you. Now, what I wanted him to understand is that Mayor Tom Bradley has been a liar all of his life. When he first ran for mayor, I was trying to tell this guy, but he won't listen to me talk. When he first ran for mayor, he said no man should serve as mayor of L.A. for more than 2 terms. Mayor Tom Bradley is now in his 5th term in office. And I'm going to tell you, this whole thing about trying to get rid of Chief Daryl Gates, trying to call him a racist, trying to call his supporters a racist. Let me tell you one thing. I know as well as I'm sitting here, if Daryl Gates was a liberal, left-wing Democrat, people like Jim Myers would be defending him all the way. And I say to you, Mayor Tom Bradley, you know, hold it. To you, Mayor Tom Bradley, I hope you're watching. Mayor Tom Bradley, you know, you know, Mayor Tom Bradley, that you were on the payroll of 2 banks while you were the mayor, doing business with the city of Los Angeles, on the payroll of 2 banks, doing business with the city. Hold it. Shh. Quiet down. You know that you also intervened on behalf of a builder and contractor who paid you $22,000. And I say, Mayor Tom Bradley, you're calling for the resignation of Daryl Gates. If you had any conscience, if you had any kind of decency in you, you would resign right now. I'll be right back. We're back, Wally George here with Hot Seat Show. Every week, every Saturday night, you join us here for Hot Seat. I'll tell you, this guy is a weasel, isn't he? Well, we got another idiot loudmouth, one of our regulars, which he really makes me sick. We'll bring him out in a minute. But first of all, let me remind you, wherever you are across this country, we're always looking forward to hearing from you. Write to me at the address on your screen. If you'd like a free autograph picture, we'll be glad to mail one out to you. And also, if hold it down in the audience, please. Hey, you guys there, right you. Hold it down, or you're leaving in the next second. Okay, now, let's keep it down in the audience. Okay, now, if any of you out there would like to come down and be a member of the studio audience, we'll give the phone numbers in a moment. But if you want to come down and challenge me on the hot seat, if you're 18 years of age or older, would like to have you down here, maybe, and challenge me on the hot seat some Saturday night. Write to me and enclose your phone number and what topic you want to debate me on, and maybe I'll invite you to come down and debate me on the hot seat. Wally George, P.O. Box 787, Hollywood, California, 90078. Now, if you want to come down here for a taping of Hot Seat, the number's on your screen. If you're here in the Southern California area, or you're going to be visiting in this area, you want to come down and be a member of my studio audience, call these numbers on your screen any day during business hours, and the tickets are free, and we'll invite you to come down one day for a taping of the Hot Seat Show. In the 213 area code, it's 464-6111. Okay, now get ready for the big one in the 714 area code. It's wait, 999. 5,000. 999. 5,000. 999. 5,000. 999. 5,000. One more time. 999. 5,000. Okay, right on. Here we go. Okay. And now hold it down. We have a man who is coming on now, and he's attacking President George Bush. Let's bring on the ludicrous Larry Rice. Here he is. Say something. Hold it down. Now let me tell you something. I got rid of that.
I came here to talk about George Bush.
Wait, first, I'm laying. Wait a minute. Wait. I'm laying some rules down first. We just got rid of a loudmouth who would not allow me to talk on my own show. You do the same thing, and you're gone in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about if I just ask you questions that you're too damn stupid to answer?
When you get your own talk show, Mr. Rice, you may control the questions. I'm the talk show host. I ask the question. Now
you and George Bush have both gone too far this time. You are trying to take it to Gestapo America. There are now 18 crimes on the books, federal crimes that allow death, penalty of death. George Bush wants to expand that list to 41. Yeah. 41.
Okay, hold on, Larry.
Now, wait a minute. Wait, excuse me. Let me get rid of this just a minute.
Oh.
Okay. 41.
Okay, hold. Larry, stop you right there. I agree. George Bush is wrong to expand the death penalty to 41 crimes. I want to expand it to 51 crimes. That's not enough, 41.
And not only that, but the Republican-controlled Supreme Court, and I do mean controlled, we think the Supreme Court is acting on their own. Let me tell you, buddy, what have they done right now, today, in the Los Angeles Times? Do you see this? Do you see this, you idiots? Yeah, I've got the lines big enough.
Say?
High Court allows forced confession in criminal trials.
Yeah.
Now listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen to this. This says here, a key pillar of constitutional law is upset in a 5-4 vote. Justice Byron White, do you know?
Larry.
That's okay, Wally. I've got a photographic memory, and I know what it says.
You have no mind.
My fellow Americans, I want to say this. Will you join me now in being absolutely just horrified over the atrocities that George Bush is now committing, and also that this man Wally Bush is pushing. The reason is because he doesn't like poor people, he doesn't like minorities. He wants, along with George Bush, George Bush wants to cut the appeal time down for a capital crime. We're talking about a capital crime to 1 year. To 1 year.
Larry.
To 1 year.
Wait a minute. Let's go from one thing to the other. Let's go on. You're always.
Well, that's about 4 things. How about an answer?
I'm giving you an. Just shut up and I'll give you an answer.
How about an answer? You're cutting it.
You shut your mouth. I'll give you an answer. You guys are always complaining, always screaming and hollering. You and the ACLU.
You guys, I'm me.
You.
And I'm always right.
Now, hold on. You people like you, are always screaming that George Bush is not tough enough on crime. Now that he gets tough, he doesn't like it. Well, I say, it's time to really kick butt around here.
Well, I say this. George Bush, I have to reverse my position. Yes, Wally, George Bush is tough. He's the one who laid 60 miles in Iraq, 60 miles of blackened civilian bodies as they were trying to flee for their lives on the way out of Kuwait into Iraq. 60 miles. Let me ask you, Wally, what happened to this kinder and gentler America?
Yeah, I'll tell
what
you.
happened to a kinder and gentler America? You see that blood? That's what George Bush wants. He wants to kill, kill, kill. Listen about this.
Wait a minute.
Sit down. You better sit down. And I'll tell you this. Don't you challenge me.
Just shut up.
Don't
Just
you
shut
challenge
up.
me, Wally
Just
George.
shut up. What I'm saying is,
What about freedom of speech?
I'm talking here. I'm talking here now. President George Bush, how dare he try to attack the way President Bush conducted this war? You know what?
He conducted a slaughter. He conducted a slaughter is what he conducted. It wasn't a damn war.
Why aren't you putting your wrath and your anger against the butcher of Baghdad, Saddam Hussein?
George Bush, just like you, wants to extend his murdering streak from Panama. Many thousands of people in Panama, millions of Iraqis and Kuwaitis have been destroyed, burned in their own homes. Little girls, little boys on the way to church. A little boy comes home and he sees an American F-15 dropping a bomb down the smokestack to his family's house. How do you think a boy feels like that, Wally George?
You know what? Hey, this guy is obviously ready for the funny farm.
How do you like that? What do you have to say about that? You see,
How can you possibly argue with an idiot who is mentally deranged?
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Let's talk about the issues then.
We're back. Wally George here with Hot Seat, and we got Larry Rice on the show here. And Larry, I'm sick and tired of people like you.
Well, you're sick and
who have
tired.
who have no answers. All you want to do is.
I'll give you some answers. It's called the United States Constitution.
Now you're saying, hold up.
You're talking
I'm going to say something now, and then
How many
you
answers
can answer
do you
it.
want, Wally? I got it all right here.
You've got nothing. All he's got up here is a wet sponge. What do you think?
I got everything that you don't know and that I do know. That's what I got.
Okay. Now hold on. Hey, he's got the body of a 60-year-old and the mind of a 90-year-old. Oh, will you sit down? Well,
Now, how do you like that, Wally?
Hey,
Wally.
Hey,
why don't you take your shirt off?
I can see he's on his way back to West Hollywood. Now I can ask you this.
Well, answer the question.
President
you keep
Bush,
saying you've got something to say, but you don't have a damn thing to say.
I'm making a statement here. President Bush is for expanding. Hold it, gang. Hold it down, the audience. President Bush is for expanding the death penalty to some 41 separate crimes, including
Yes.
very severe crimes like murder, kidnapping, terrorism,
We
and the
already
like.
have crime. We already have the death penalty for crimes
We
like
have to
that.
get a lot
what
tougher,
George
Larry.
Bush wants to do, he wants to add race into it. He wants a death.
no.
Yes, he
Come
does.
on.
Yes, he does.
Where did you hear
he
that?
He wants automatic death in case any racially motivated killings occur. Automatic death. Yes, he does, and that's a
you
fact.
are full of
No,
it.
I'm telling you the truth.
Do you know all 41 cases?
He also wants to limit the appeal process to 1 year.
I agree with that.
1 year, Wally. What about evidence that
I agree
pops up after a year and a half?
Right now, we have criminals who are able to appeal and appeal and appeal year after year after year. I say...
We're talking about a man's life here.
President Bush
We're
is right.
talking about a man's life here.
I say President Bush is right. A murderer should only have 1 year to appeal his conviction.
Oh,
That's ridiculous.
That's right.
That is absolutely stupid. I'll tell you why. What about evidence that's found after a year, about a year and 2 days? What are you going to do? Are you going to write a letter of apology to that man's family?
How long would you extend it,
Until
Larry?
the legal process, Wally George, has been exhausted.
All right. Say they wait.
Until
Wait a minute, Larry.
Until a judge says no more retrials. Until a judge says... Not because George Bush says it, not because George Bush says it, but because a judge says it, because his lawyers have driven the case to appeal, and the justice is served.
Larry.
I want to say once again, my
I
fellow
am talking
Americans,
here.
this is
I
an
am
atrocious
talking here,
act.
Larry. It's my
I'm
show.
talking to the-
I don't care. It's my show. Now, I'm
I've
saying
answered both the three.
I'm asking you a
both
question.
questions you've
How
asked.
long? All right, say, Larry, that a convicted murderer has 5 years to appeal. Say he has.
You don't
10
understand,
years.
Wally. Justice can't be put on a timetable. Justice can't be put on a
Then
timetable.
how many? What I'm trying to say is, Larry.
I told you, you stupid idiot. I told you. And I'll tell you once again. Until a judge, not you and not George Bush, until the Supreme Court. As a matter of fact, Justice Byron White, what's the matter, Wally? Did you get pissed off? What's the matter? Did I get your goat, Wally? Okay, when the Supreme Court says that person can be no longer tried and there will be no further trials. What have you got to say about that, Wally George? What have you got to say about that, huh? Well, come on, Wally. Oh, look at this. He's giving me the big smile act, right? Oh, you... Wait a minute. I haven't finished.
Okay. You see, hey, these guys are two of a kind. They're both a bunch of idiots. Once again, they try to outshot me. They'll never outshot me on my show. Now, once again, let me say this. The president said when he asked for more law and order, when he asked for an extension of the death penalty, etc., President Bush says, and I agree, our Gulf War veterans deserve to come home to an America where it's safe to walk down the street. And people like Larry Rice and his friend there, Jim Myers, they don't want law and order. You see, Larry, I can't get any dialogue. But Larry is a member of the American Civil Liberties Union. You see, and they don't believe. Hold it. Get out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. You see, they don't believe in the death penalty for convicted first-degree murderers. Hold it. They think the death penalty is cruel and unusual punishment. I say that's why I support President Bush's call for more law and order, and I say to get our streets safe again, to give our cities back to the people, we've got to really kick butt. I'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody, to Hot Seat on this Saturday night, and we will continue it in a few moments. Let me remind you, we're here every Saturday night at this very same time. You tell your friends, and now, as we are getting ready to go into our 9th year on television, we are now being syndicated and distributed into all the major markets all across America. I apologize for the two jackasses who I had on the hot seat tonight. Impossible to debate anybody who has mental problems, right? Now, in the remaining moments, we have some people from the audience who want to make some comments and questions. Come on up, sir. Okay. Can I have your name and your comment or question?
My name's Tom, and first of all, I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah, right on.
And I'm tired of these liberal lunatics saying Chief Gates should step down. If he should step down, that would mean the president should have to step down every time somebody out here commits a crime, and it's not right.
You know what? Let me comment on that. It is so ludicrous to say that because some of his men did wrong, Chief Gates should resign. You make a very good point, sir. Now, say you're working in some company, and you go out while you're on the job, you rape a woman while you're on the job and beat her. Does that mean that your boss should have to resign because of what you did? It makes no sense, and you're right. Daryl Gates should stay where he is. I understand you're from New Zealand, are you?
Yeah. My name's Romain Marshall. I'm at Redlands High School.
Very nice to have you here. What's your comment?
Pardon?
Do you have a question or comment?
Yes. I'd just like to say that I don't think Mayor Tom Bradley had a right to tell Daryl Gates to step down.
Absolutely.
It's not his department. It's not his bloody department at all.
Nothing to do. You see, let me tell you the reason why Mayor Tom Bradley really did that. Yes. Because Chief Gates was thinking about running for mayor, and Tom Bradley was a little worried about him.
That's what I thought.
So he wanted to destroy him, and I think that's horrifying. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hold on. All right, that's all. I'm sorry that's all the time we're going to have for tonight. I want to thank you all for being with us every week and for your great support. I'll see you next week. Go to church tomorrow morning. God bless you all, and God bless America. Thank you very much.